So Mario's 35th birthday ended yesterday. You know, that big 35th anniversary celebration that started all the way back in September of last year. Well, it's over now. I can't celebrate Mario's birthday anymore. And now that the 6 to 7-ish month anniversary is over, we can safely say that it was pretty lame. Pretty lame all around. You know, that isn't to say that we didn't get anything or nothing happened, but you know, this is Mario. Nintendo's big mascot. Their big boy, the big platformer, big Italian boy, and it's his birthday, and what we got was pretty underwhelming. Like, nearly every good thing here was hampered by something very disappointing. And I'm going to talk about it here. The point of this video is here. Celebration's over, so let's just talk about how kind of lame it was, how kind of disappointing everything about it was. You know, September might as well have been a century ago at this point, so it's going to be pretty fun going back down memory lane for all this shit. So, to start off, the Direct. You know, that big Mario 35th Anniversary Direct that aired at the beginning of September, and it was kind of a Direct, kind of non-Direct. It was more of just a YouTube video they uploaded, and you know, not a Direct that they live streamed or anything, but at the same time, they've been kind of using YouTube premieres for Directs at this point, so it's nothing really all that different. You know, the Direct itself went over pretty much everything that would be happening in Mario's big celebration, and if anything, it did do a good job at pretty much outlining every single event that was going to be happening. There wasn't much else that happened that was Mario related that wasn't already discussed in this Direct. So it makes for a pretty good outline for stuff I have to talk about in this video, so we'll just be going in the order of stuff discussed in the Direct. So let's go. Let's just fucking start. Starting off, they revealed the Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. System, a Game & Watch system that allowed you to play Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2, or the Lost Levels here in America, and Ball. And the release date was revealed to be November 13th. And in limited production, oh no, you better buy this so you don't miss out. I told myself as I bought this so I wouldn't miss out. Yeah, I got it. I don't know. It's a cool little thing. Look, you know, the box is the Game & Watch, the original Game & Watch box design, but then they have this little slip cover. It's like, oh, it's Super Mario Bros. It's just Ball, and I'm really trying to justify the purchase I made here. This thing cost $50. Again, limited production. Come on. Okay. Comes with a little USB charging cable, an instruction manual that pretty much just tells you to charge the system and, I don't know, health and safety shit. And of course, the main attraction here, the system itself. It's a pretty cool little thing. I know modders are having a lot of fun with this one. I personally don't care about that stuff, even though I think it's pretty cool. But it is just essentially what it says. A Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch system that also allows you to check the time. I mentioned there was a clock on this thing. Yeah, obviously it's just a cool little Mario thing because the clock is Mario themed, and there's all these fun little Mario animations on it, and that's fun, I suppose. I don't know. Of course, the main thing here is the games themselves, which is pretty cool. You can switch between all 3 games at will, and they save your progress in all of them. So if you want to jump from the first Super Mario Bros. To Super Mario Bros. 2, it saves your progress in each, so you don't have to essentially start at the beginning each time you choose a new game, which is cool, but at the same time, they're still the original games. You can't, like, save in the games themselves or anything. Nope, just a cool little add-on, I guess. Other than that, though, that's kind of it. Really just a collector's piece is what it is. Like, you can play the first Super Mario Bros. Virtually anywhere, even the Lost Levels, which is a bit more interesting because, you know, that was a Japan exclusive for a while. You know, it's still possible to play the Lost Levels in other places here in the West, so you're really just getting this for the novelty of it. I guess in a technicality, the only exclusive here is Ball, because it isn't just Ball, but it's the original Ball, but now it has Mario's head on it. That's a cool little thing you can't experience anywhere else, right? The only real negative to this, besides it just being a kind of collector's piece that will really only appeal to like a few select people, is that it's in limited quantities, you know, limited production, gotta get it so you don't miss out. It sucks in that if anyone found out about this down the line and wanted to get it, they can't anymore unless they want to pay like eBay prices. But at the same time, this just appeals to such a specific subset of people that it's just a collectible. You know, if you miss out, then you probably just didn't want it in the first place, and it's just kind of you had to be there at the moment. If anything, this item makes the most sense for some sort of anniversary event because it's just a cool collectible thing. You know what? In a way, it's kind of cool that we're starting off with the least egregious thing that happened during Mario's birthday party. Next up, they revealed a port of Super Mario 3D World from the Wii U alongside additional content in the form of Bowser's Fury. This was just kind of inevitable, you know, ever since they started releasing Wii U ports on the Switch. It was just a matter of time before they got to all of them that were worth getting to. And 3D World was kind of the last one they had left to do. And at this point, I kind of think they're done with Wii U ports. You know, the only ones I can think of are like Nintendo Land and Xenoblade Chronicles X. But Nintendo Land, you know, was incredibly reliant on the gamepad, and I have no idea how you'd ever port something like that to the Switch, and who cares about Xenoblade Chronicles X? It's just a cool little port of 3D World with some enhancements, like a photo mode, and the stamps you could earn that were originally used for the Miiverse. Well, now you could use them in the photo mode because, you know, the Miiverse is dead. There's no reason to use those stamps there anymore. They also tweaked some other small stuff like the movement speed of the characters, and also making the Captain Toad levels 4-player, which is a very good thing. I remember playing 3D World with my brother and sister, and it was always such a weird break in pacing when we had to suddenly go from having all this fun in this, you know, Mario 3D platformer multiplayer game, and now we have to stop and watch me play Captain Toad by myself for a bit, because why? But arguably the biggest addition here was the online multiplayer. I say biggest, not in terms of, you know, the best addition here, because Nintendo online stuff, I don't know if it was ever going to be good or anything, but aside from 3D World itself, the main reason a lot of people ended up getting this game when it came out was Bowser's Fury, the big new open world game that they slapped on the 3D World as a little extra so people wouldn't complain too much about having to pay $60 for an old Wii U game. Now, I didn't get this because I already own 3D World, and I'm not really interested in essentially paying $60 for Bowser's Fury alone, but from what I can tell, people seem to enjoy it. It seems like a pretty fun game. As of right now, it has an 89 on OpenCritic, and even from the perspective of me, someone who didn't even get the game, it seems like a cool little direction they're taking the Mario series, even if this is just a little experiment and not necessarily an upcoming signal of what's to come. But it's just this big open world level. Instead of like a normal Mario game where you have all these individual levels you can play, it's just one big stage where you just go around to different islands with little mini platforming challenges on each one. But at the same time, the con still is that you're paying $60 for an old Wii U game. And this isn't even exclusively like a Mario thing, but just the entire Wii U ports for $60 thing. Never not gonna be unfortunate, but you know, at the very least here they added Bowser's Fury, you know, in contrast to like Tropical Freeze where they pretty much only added Funky Mode. And that was it. It was a cool little port, and just like the Mario Game & Watch system, one of the better little things they put into this little celebration thing. You know, can't complain too much about this one, even though I already did. Moving on from there, they revealed Super Mario Bros. 35, a Mario Battle Royale, where you play against 34 other people through the original Super Mario Bros. And it's a Battle Royale, so you have to knock each other out, and I don't know, I played a little of this, and sure is a lot, and I wasn't getting it, and after I played a little, I was like, okay, I'm good, I'm not winning, I'm fine, I'll go back to Tetris 99 if I want this style of gameplay, it's okay. The game itself, you pretty much just play through the original Super Mario Bros. And send garbage to other players to try and get them out, and you know, it's a battle royale, so the last person standing wins. Yeah, again, I played a little, it's okay, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it all that much. But what's that, Nintendo? Only playable until March 31st? Whoa, Nintendo, that's so weird. It's almost like you're trying to get people to subscribe to your online service before the end of the first quarter. That can't be it. It's probably just a coincidence. Yeah, this was just a pretty transparent attempt to get people to subscribe to their online service, since obviously you can only play through their online service, which, you know, sucked. Even if, personally, I can kind of understand why you wouldn't want to keep this game going past March, given that it's not that good. You know, it is still a game a lot of people enjoyed, and just they won't be able to play it anymore because Mario's birthday's over and you can't even speak Mario's name after March 31st, or else you get sent to the gulags. This is just kind of the biggest start of what I meant when I was like, his birthday party was just pretty lame overall. Very underwhelming. Like, oh, you get this cool, weird experimental battle royale. Now that's fun, isn't it? Well, you can't play it past a certain point anymore. That's the fun of a party. Once the party's over, you get to talk to everyone about how fun the party was, and they can't experience it anymore. But you know what? That sucked, but that's not all Nintendo has to show us about Mario. Did you know they announced a new Mario Kart game? We love Mario Kart. Mario Kart's like the highest selling game on the Switch right now. And now they have a new one. Did you hear? It's called Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. This is what Mario Kart fans wanted, right? It's $100. Yeah, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I really like how they revealed this, because all the other reveals so far in this Direct had that typical Direct thing of like having one line of like, whoa, playing Mario with other people, and then like a little screenshot to kind of show what was coming. But here, they kind of like, what could this be? And then a question mark. You know, just a super fun way of getting everyone's expectations up super high all at once. Just to immediately kill them, like, later once they see it's Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. You know, as a product, it isn't, like, bad. You get to control an RC car, and, well, isn't it cool that you get to play Mario Kart in your own house, and it has a camera, so you're driving from the perspective of your carpet. And yeah, this is directed towards kids, obviously. But it's like, Mario's a kid's franchise, so I don't know, what did you expect? I think honestly just the most disappointing thing about this is just how limited of a demographic this really applies to. Like, and not even just like the kids thing, but like, if you play this game, you need a lot of floor space. You need a house with a lot of open floor space, has to be generally flat, and you need it to be big enough so that you can like make different courses on it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be kind of racing on the same court over and over again, and it'll get boring. You'll be like, why did I pay $100 for this? I keep making fun of like the price tag, but I guess it makes sense. You know, you're not just buying the game, you're buying like an RC car with it, and you know, that's cool. It has a camera and everything. It's still $100. If you want to play multiplayer, you either better spend another $100 or just invite a friend over who also spent $100. Only it's COVID time, so no one's inviting anyone anywhere. You know, just a weird concept overall. Not necessarily bad, because obviously it is a cool, you know, it's a Mario Kart RC. Again, definitely just not what people were expecting in terms of Mario Kart. And again, just a weird concept overall in terms of how limited of a demographic it really applies to. But at the same time, I can't really criticize it too much because it sold fucking gangbusters. It sold like 1 million copies. So again, I cannot. Next up, they discussed the Mario missions a little bit that you could do on the Mario website. You could take Mario quizzes, show how knowledgeable you are about Mario's history, go through the history of Mario games, and declare what your favorite Mario game is and send it to all your friends. But most importantly, there were some Mario missions in here, guys, and boy, were they just all over the goddamn place. Initially, they started with like around 12 missions or so, and then added to them as Mario Celebration went on. It started out with stuff like race in the Super Mario Kart Tour event, or try out the Super Mario Music Player. Just a bunch of stuff that was pretty much just the same as doing like the Platinum Coin reward stuff for your My Nintendo account. Cheers. A lot of stuff overall, including some little partnerships with other little places like Cold Stone. Redeem a code from Cold Stone Creamery, which I did. I mean, all you had to do was like just go to Cold Stone and redeem a code with them. Like, they had some Mario stuff there, like a Mario ice cream flavor or something like that, and a cake. You didn't have to get those. You just had to like go to Cold Stone and buy something. And they gave you a code, but I did it. It was really celebrating Mario's birthday party there. The main reason anyone wanted to even do these missions were the rewards, which were the 2 pin sets. They also had like some sweepstakes you could enter, but no one cared about them. If you did these missions, you were in for the pin sets, not the fucking sweepstakes, because who cares about those? They had these 2 little pin sets that you could earn if you did all the missions. Only, that wasn't just it. You didn't just have to do the missions. You also had to pretty much be there when the pins went live or whenever they were restocked, because limited quantities. Why? Because, I don't know, collectible, celebratory pin stuff. If you missed out, don't worry. You could just buy them on eBay for like a low $100 or so. The Mario mission stuff I thought was pretty cool. Like, doing all this random Mario related stuff, that's celebrating his birthday and legacy. That's pretty cool, right? Not very cool when the pins that are your reward for doing all the missions kind of extremely limited and hard to find. Like, obviously, if they wanted to produce more pins, they could have. Either they really wanted to make them limited for no reason other than just to make them limited, or they didn't think that people would want them, which of course people would want them. Again, it's Mario. Your mascot. You see that guy? He's your mascot, Nintendo. I didn't get any of the pins. Kind of wish I did. They look really cool from what pictures I've seen, but super limited for almost no reason. I know it's just pins, and I'm going to seem like a fucking lunatic for complaining about not being able to get a set of Mario collectible pins, but I don't know. It just, something like this seems like such an easy thing to avoid by just producing more of them. Like, there is the very real possibility that just due to the coronavirus, it was hard to produce a lot of these to begin with. But at the same time, it is Nintendo, and given their track record, I wouldn't be surprised if this is what they just always meant to do. Moving on from there, in the middle part of the Direct, we got a bunch of little merchandising announcements. If I'm being honest, this is like the one section where I don't really have much to complain about, because it's merchandising. How can you get it wrong? And they didn't really get it wrong. It was just cool all around. They announced a little Mario Kart Tour event that was happening. Some new merch will be coming to the Nintendo New York store. There was going to be a Ninja speedrun event added to Mario Maker 2, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a Ninja speedrun is, or a speedrun ninja event. I don't know, for fans of Super Mario Maker 2, I guess that's good for them. That probably appeals to them. Other events included a Super Smash tournament that would be happening later that year alongside a Splatfest in January. And even alongside the Splatfest, there was going to be a keychain, shirts released, Animal Crossing, getting a bunch of Super Mario themed items, all the little merchandise they had, like the Puma Dreamer Mario shoes, some merch from Black Milk, Hasbro had some toys, the Jack-specific Mario toy, which I'm being honest, I was really tempted to get for no reason. It just looks so stupid in the commercials, and I really wanted it. Like, you just point Mario at a sandwich and he'd say sandwich. And the Lego Mario set, which I think out of all of these, definitely the most successful. Like, obviously Lego, huge property, and combine that with Mario, it was always going to sell well. And as far as I know, actually, wait. Yeah, that's right. Super Mario Lego has been one of the company's most successful launches. Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't personally interested in like the Mario set they had where you had like a little toy Mario and you could build like little levels for him to play. I was interested a bit in like the NES, Lego NES they had. That looked pretty cool. Wasn't gonna spend like $100 for it, but it looked cool. Just a bunch of merchandise. Pretty cool. Can't go wrong with that. Again, it is unfortunate. A lot of this stuff was limited quantities, so, you know, not everyone could get them. But at the same time, it was cool to see them promote Mario in this way all over the place. I don't know why. It's just the fact that it's like merchandising, like shoes. I guess I get a bit more. Shoes are just limited all over the place, it seems. And even Mario Lego, I doubt they're not going to be making more of those. It's Mario and Lego. And then they just ended the direct. That was it. It was over. They didn't talk about anything else. That was it. It's done. That's it. Nothing. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. 3D All-Stars happened. Ah, yes, 3D All-Stars, the culmination of all those rumors where Nintendo was making a new Paper Mario game, and alongside that, they were making enhanced versions of all the old 3D Mario games. Wow, guys, it came true. They actually did it. They made Super Mario 3D All-Stars, a collection of 3 very underdeveloped ports. Hooray! Hey! We did a collection of Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Not Galaxy 2, but who cares? It's 3D All-Stars, which means there can only be 3 games. What is it, 4D All-Stars? Are you kidding me? So yeah, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the most confusing thing in the world, considering like Super Mario 64, you could just download for your computer and probably play in much better quality. Sunshine, a game not many people liked, but even then, not much was changed about it for the Switch port. Galaxy 2, not much was changed. It's just not much was changed at all. These were just ports. They really did the bare minimum with this one. Like they did in an update later, add GameCube controller support to Sunshine, which I guess was cool, and people wanted that. I don't know. It's still not really that much. When they ported these. There's like virtually no change from playing this on your Switch versus the original hardware. The only real reason you would want to buy this on your Switch is if you don't have access to the original hardware. You know, it really sucked that there was no new content added, and it really did suck that they didn't really enhance the ports all that much, but it is cool that they're bringing these old games to a new system so people can play them for years to come, right? Right, Nintendo? Oh, yeah, that's right. This is a limited release, only until March 31st. That's cool. I'm happy about that. And if you're wondering, yes, I did buy one, obviously, and yes, it is in a protective cover. Did you think I wasn't going to support Nintendo's first foray into the limited print market? Come on, guys. You know, Nintendo here gets to enter the ranks of Super Rare and Limited Run and all those other limited print companies. It's a limited game here. You can't buy this anymore. You know how rare this is? You know, I sure am glad I bought this. This is gonna pay for my mortgage in a few years. Just you wait. Limited game for no reason. Really? And it's not as if they just limited the physical, which in a way would make the most sense. You know, physical games cost a lot to produce, and if they were going to limit those, that would make a bit more sense. But you know, at least people could play it digitally. But no, this is limited digitally too. Refer to my earlier comment from talking about Mario 35. It's so weird. One. It's almost like you're trying to get people to subscribe to your online service before the end of the first quarter. And the most frustrating part is, of course, it worked. Like, I obviously bought it. I think it sold. How much did it sell? Oh, look at that. It sold a sweet 8.32 million. That's amazing. And that number's from December 31st of 2020. It's been 3 months since then. They probably sold more than that. Ah, Jesus Christ. Man, I sure am glad I'm holding one of the rarest Switch games. Only 8 million of these exist. This is obviously the most disappointing thing about Mario's Anniversary in general. You know, it's a bunch of unimpressive ports with nothing really added. You can listen to the soundtracks in the game. They didn't add the functionality that they added to like Odyssey, where you could just play whatever song you wanted to in the soundtrack while you played the game. No, here it's just you can listen to the soundtrack from the main menu. You know, I'm not saying these ports weren't easy to make. It's just from a consumer standpoint, you're paying $60 for this, which I guess technically isn't that bad since you're $20 for each game, but this is Mario, this is their big boy. This is their mascot. This is all they had to offer. It's a fun little finale to that direct, and just Mario's birthday in general. Again, just underwhelming in general. Happy birthday, Mario. Nintendo loves you. Last thing, just for completion's sake here, guys. They also added Super Mario All-Stars to the NES collection, Super NES collection. I think they added, I don't know if they added more or not. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Very lame ending to a pretty lame party in general. Mario's lame birthday party. And I'm not like the hugest Mario fan. Like, I love the Mario 3D games, and I find a couple of the 2D games pretty fun, but I'm not like a diehard Mario fan, but even at the same time then, I was pretty let down by this. You know, just to sum up what I said earlier, a lot of the good, fun stuff they had here was just kind of dampened by a lot of disappointing, crappy stuff. Which is why I don't really consider this entire celebration bad, per se. Just lame, disappointing, underwhelming. Like, they could have severely improved this just by making all this shit not limited. Just make it not limited, it's instantly better, but I don't know, it's just so much of it was very disappointing. You know what? At least it's better than Fire Emblem fans, because all they got for their anniversary party was just that Shadow Dragon port, which is pretty cool. It's a localization of an originally Japanese-only game. That's cool. This was also only available until March 31st. It's like, Mario didn't make sense. This makes even less sense. It's digital games, guys. It costs literally nothing to just keep it on your servers with all your other fucking online games. Okay, that's just it. I'm done. Gotta take my Mario Party cup and party somewhere else. That's gonna do it for this. Thank you for watching me go down memory lane. Appreciate Mario's super fun birthday party now. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go play the true and only best Mario game, Mario DDR. I'll see you next time. I don't know if this counts as a Mario thing, but I guess just for completion's sake. Paper Mario came out, Origami King. People like this, right? No, they don't.